Welcome to News Alert on Capital Television.
The ongoing war of words between members of Senior Staff Association of the Korle Bu Teaching Hospital on one hand and the chief executive and the board on the other has deepened further today. The deepening of the crisis is caused by the arrest of the leadership of the Senior Staff Association by the Dansoman police based on a letter purported to have been written by the CEO, Reverend Okpoti Boche. Mr. Charles Ofer Palm, the president of the Senior Staff Association, in an interview with Capital News after his release, reiterated some of the issues the group has raised in a petition to the president concerning the management of Korle Bu by Reverend Okpoti Boche.
One of them is the petition about the cars, mismanagement of funds of the cars. There are about 12 of them. One of them is disorganization of Korle Bu, inappropriate appointments, conflict of interest. The cars has to do with the acting CEO by himself a brand new car, Luxury, brand new, or the A6, 3 liters. Now, when he came to the post of that position, he got that car. But the sad is that the car cannot be found 3 months after its purchase. And we thought that, first of all, Korle Bu didn't have to buy that car because as an acting CEO, he had 2 cars, one brand new pickup and then Nissan Patrol at his disposal. Apart from that, we had 3 brand new, recently purchased Nissan Amera, together with a pool of cars. So if we have very scarce resources and we are crying that we don't have money, why should we go and buy all those expensive luxury cars, even without the approval of the Ministry of Health? That should go with some level of approval, and that wasn't done. Now, apart from that, they then went further, the board, to approve to buy cars, 9 cars for deputy directors and 2 directors. Now, the funny issue about this is that 2011, all the directors were given a brand new Passat car. Now, Korle Bu bought the car for them. They were paying this small bit by bit to Korle Bu. Then, after paying bit by bit to Korle Bu in 2.5 years, the chief executive, the board chairman, asked them to stop paying and then refund those monies for them. This is not done anywhere. You understand? And we queried that this is not the best practice. If they've gotten the cars as directors and they want to take it, either they pay it off or when they are leaving, then they go with it after they finish paying. But you don't say they should pay now. Use our money to go and buy the cars. They should pay small. Now they are paying, they pay 2.5 years. Then you refund back the money to them. But it's the problem like scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's how we say it. So that they will also condone to some of the things that or some of the decisions that you will take. We lack certain things to work with. As one of them is a plaster. Plaster that they are using in Korle Bu is not good. When they stick, it removes. It's like a paper. They are complaining. There are infections all over the place. You won't take care of that. Needles. A patient had to die because we didn't have a needle. So you were busy looking for cars at the expense of patient care.
Charles Ofer Palm debunked that the association is illegal.
We, the senior staff, we are in the best position to do that. And we think with our creation, we can do that better. And the image, that bad image of Korle Bu will decrease drastically. And I'm challenging everybody that with the formation of senior staff now, let's solve the current crisis. Once this crisis is solved, Korle Bu's image will be changed.
Residents of Ajay Kojo, whose houses were razed down about 5 months ago by the Tema Development Corporation, live in deplorable and dangerous conditions. The victims currently have no roofs on their heads, talk less of toilets and bath facilities. A visit to Promised Land, a part of the site where the demolition took place, revealed how many of the affected people sleep in the open while others have been provided with tents for refugees. Some of the residents told the news team that their situation has become more pathetic in this rainy season. They said they sleep on the verandas of people when raining in the night.
Since the beginning of the issue, NADMO was at our aid. They provide us with tents to sleep and then give us some food items, hoping that the government will come out with an aim. But since 5 months now, nothing has been heard. Tomorrow, they adjourned the date of their sitting, and we, the affected victims over here, we are facing a lot of problem because it is rainy season. Though many people have left the area, but we still hope that the land belongs to us because we bought the land legitimately, and the land too has been owned by the chief. The parliamentary candidates selected committee requested for documents, and we were able to provide the documents, both the chiefs and the residents of Sraha. But since then, nothing has been heard. It seems to us that we aren't Ghanaians because the government is not putting us in anything. It does not have pity for us.
Achoma baby buye dem be 5 months ni. Nso saa time no be buye dem no. Na adom for no mutandi nema di braye se. Na adom for mpo mu di braye se ya na omo ama police ho no abepama omo se mo omo mma ya bibia. Tent na omo be ma ya wa ha se no. Police ho no abetutu tent ni wa ha se. Say may and dambio, nti asase ni nye de yam free ha kura yam pese yam free ha kura but ye be set it for say when esimo mu say ombe ye sa adwuma no it for say government na esimo mu say ombe di sa adwuma na asase ni ye government de nye ohini de nso ye koto ni ohini nchen na etu ya na ebe si asase ni wa ha say e na ombe bubu de no ombe bubu ye ni say ye ni bebi a ye dabio yetite nkofo velende mu na ekoda honum ntuntum yiye nkola ise yetimi da hokurampo na awo aba honum
o fuko pe mi le me pote fele mo mo mu chele mi adu e fi mo mi le menyu etami le kuku deve abayin ne pede mi an.
Today, June 5, has been celebrated by global citizens as World Environment Day. The day has been set aside by the United Nations to raise awareness of the need to protect the environment from all forms of pollution. It is being celebrated under the theme Small Islands Developing States. This is to bring to the fore the effects of climate change on small islands. Visits to many parts of Ghana witnessed massive pollution of land. Visits to many parts of Ghana witnessed massive pollution of land, water bodies as well as the air. Capital News asked the head of public affairs of the Environmental Protection Agency, Mrs. Angelina Tutua Mensah, to tell us the state of pollution of Ghana.
The situation is very bad. For example, we have this program running from Kasoa, the highway of Kasoa, to some of the roads in Accra. And when we gathered the data in relation to pollution from vehicles, that area has passed the normal the permissible level of EPA, that is from 50, and it's ranging around 190. So it shows that the air pollution is very bad. Now, this air pollution is to do with vehicular emissions, how some of our cars do not go for maintenance, and how some of them are very old, and they are still on the road and polluting our environment. Now, these gases, be it carbon monoxide, contribute to today's World Environment Day, where some island states and some coastal communities are at risk of vanishing if we do not put our house in order. So the state of environment in Ghana is very bad. I don't want to go into sanitation. I don't want to go into our water pollution, but in relevance to today's theme, generally the state of pollution in Ghana is something to be worried about.
What can be done to protect the environment?
First, we need to change our attitude. Second, we need to discipline ourselves and enforce. And if institutions are enforcing what they have been mandated to do, we expect you, the media, to support us.
The heavy downpour on Wednesday, June 5, exposed the poor drainage system and disposal of garbage in the drains of Accra as the world celebrates Environment Day.
The Minister for Food and Agriculture has charged laboratories in Ghana to use appropriate and analytical methods to deal with cases that come to them for socio-economic transformation. Honorable Kofi Humado said the role of laboratories is crucial in the development of every nation. He stated the need to determine the content of fertilizers used by farmers in the country. The minister spoke at the official opening of Envasef Research Consult
in order to protect consumers and users of goods and services. This partnership between MOFA and Envasef Laboratory, therefore, will improve the regulatory framework of the agricultural sector. The Envasef Research Consult Laboratory will be providing services in the areas of testing fertilizer quality, soil quality, sediment quality, pesticides residue, effluent in drinking water, petroleum quality, and environmental quality compliance monitoring, among others.
The CEO of Envasef Research and Consult, Emmanuel Lamte, told Capital News that with the company's establishment in Ghana, all forms of laboratory studies can be made in Ghana.
In the areas of environmental research and management services, the company's vision of becoming the #1 choice for environmental research and consulting firm in Africa is systematically being realized due in great part to the corporate commitment, innovative business model, professional and quality services.
That ends News Alert on Capital Television.